Hello, friends. I hope y'all are doing wonderfully tonight. I am joining you on a night that I don't normally join you because I'm getting ready to be out of town. And so I want to get this video in before I leave. I have great news. I'm heading out on a cruise to the Caribbean. I'm sorry, I'm not quite used to this YouTube live business setup. Yep. I'm headed out on a cruise to the Caribbean. I'm hosting a stamp cruise. So I'm super excited about that tomorrow. And I thought instead of skipping my Facebook Live that I do on Wednesdays at 8 Central Time, I'm coming to you at midnight on the 26th. I will post this to my email list on Wednesday so people won't miss me, and I'll post it to my Facebook. So make sure you're on my Facebook page, Paper Made Prettier, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll get all of my great videos each week. This is, I can't even, I'm speechless about how much I love this card. Let's say 80% of the time, I get my card ideas from other people. I rarely just work hard to come up with my own idea, but this card I came up with all on my own, and it is from the collection of products that's brand new from Stampin' Up. In fact, it's so new that it's not available yet to customers. It's available March 1st, okay? So it will not be available until March 1st. If you are a happy shopper, so a Stampin' Up demonstrator, happy shopper, you can get it now. I've been playing with it for the last month, but you may get it on March 1st. So get your order ready, get your list ready, and on March 1st, you can order. I have all the information with the flyer, the link to order, all on my YouTube, the description of this video. I've been crafting all day, so this is the state that I'm in. All right, so it is a collection of products that is all themed around the ocean. I'll go ahead and tell you that the bundle, the stamp set and dies, are going to be in our annual catalog that's coming in May. However, the star of the show, the gorgeous paper, and the foil and the rhinestones are while supplies last. So I don't know if you remember the butterfly paper that we had that was gorgeous, and then it was gone after the butterfly paper was gone. It was gone forever. Same. Okay. And this paper is as cool as that butterfly paper was, in my opinion. So I'm going to give you a look at it close up so that you can see what I mean. So I know this is a trend in art. It's called paint pouring, I think. And this is how this paper was created. So we have fabulous concept artists. I cannot imagine what kind of fun they had making this paper. I'm sure they were literally just giddy. And that's how I have felt making cards with it. Because it's all the fun. It's all the gorgeousness and fun. So we've got all these wavy looking paint splotchy papers, okay? And I've used it to death, so you may not be seeing every single pattern that we have, all right? But here's what I loved about it. This is obviously ocean-themed waves, okay? But the flip side is this coral. It's got corals, it's got yellows, it's got some pinks. And dang, I just kept seeing a sunrise. All I could see was a sunrise. We went to Hawaii this summer and, of course, saw some gorgeous sunrises. And I just couldn't quit thinking about a sunrise, but I couldn't figure out how to put all that together in one card. And I was laying in bed one night, and this card popped into my mind, literally. So I used it for my swap to pass out to my friends on my cruise. So sorry, friends, if you are watching this, spoiler alert, then you'll see the card that you're getting on the cruise. So the designer paper 12 by 12, it is let's see, $11.50, great price. But also we have this, we have this blue foil paper. So it comes in a Bermuda Bay. It also comes in, and there's, let's see, 6 sheets. So 3 Bermuda Bay, 3 Pacific Points, if I can roll this around so you can see it, and then 3 of this really kind of bluey silver color. All right, so it's really hard to show that on the screen with all the lights, but trust me in my description that it's gorgeous. And then we have the rhinestones to end all rhinestones. First of all, it seems like there's a million of them. Maybe it's just because they're oriented this way, but either way, it feels like a lot. And they're only $6.50. So I like that. They're a great price. This whole collection, if you want the bundle, the paper, the foil, and the rhinestones, the whole collection is only $79.25. So you're not breaking the bank. The number will be 161797. So that's what you'll enter on March 1st. Why would you not get the whole collection? It would be like peanut butter without jelly. Okay. So let's see. That's about all I have to say about that. We have wonderful dies that cut out the waves. We have some really cool sentiment labeling. We've got some stuff that makes clouds and waves. And I've got quite a few cards to show you. So as always, stay to the end for the swap show because you'll want to see the cards that I have made with this. Some other cards that I've made with this. Okay. So let's get down to business and make this pretty card. All right, you're going to start with a thick basic white base. My apologies. We use thick when we're making a base because that's better. And then I've got this little piece of basic black. Now I went back and forth like what color to use, but when I saw how cool this looked, it reminded me of art. So when I see something that looks like art, I like to mat it like it's in a frame. Okay, so that's why I chose black. It just really, I thought, was a perfect frame for my art that I made. Sometimes a card is art, and this particular card, I think, is. Now, we have 2 pieces of designer paper. One is of the pink, yellow, coral variety, and one is of the ocean, okay? So we're going to, they're both pretty similar. I like this blue and white piece better. And we're simply, y'all, this card is so easy. I actually made 10, 12 for my cruise and like nothing flat. So you're going to stick this little baby here. So these little strips are 2 by 3, okay? And then this piece is like a little over 2, a little over 3, and a little over 4. I don't think it's quite 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. I think it's more, let me look at a metric because I can't say. It's 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. All right, so then we've got our, this is representing this, the sunrise or the background. Isn't that great? But when I did that, I was like, can you really tell that it's a sunrise? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I wanted to be very obvious that it's like the ocean meets the sky. And so I just took a circle die and I cut a half of a circle. That's it. And you just stick it right here. And that is your sun. Okay, so your sun is coming up. You could most certainly color that with Wink of Stella, I suppose. Let's see what happens if we do that. I just happen to have it right next to me. I didn't do Wink of Stella on my swaps, so you get the extra bonus of seeing that here. This is a brand new Wink of Stella, so it's taking a sec. So Wink of Stella is a glimmer brush. It's a glimmer paint, and it's basically like happiness in a tube, and it just puts a sparkle on your projects, but not like overly sparkly. Okay, it's not like glitter, it's glimmer. And I call it the ranch dressing of crafting because it just goes good, it goes with everything. All right, probably better if I'd have colored that before I stuck it down, but ooh, that's so pretty. When it dries, it's going to be like fabulous. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Now, I want to get this, well, let's do the stamping next. So I love Our Friendship is a Thing of Beauty. It just felt like it came off of a pretty typewriter. I made a mess in my stamps today. And we're going to stamp that with, oh my gosh, I've packed all my black ink. Let me go see what I can find. I have packed everything for my cruise in a suitcase downstairs. So it's not even like where I can get it. So we're going to use an old black ink pad, but Memento black ink is what you would use for this. But I have an old black ink pad over there. We'll hope for the best. Okay. And we're going to stamp Our Friendship is a Thing of Beauty right here. Be careful with this really narrow stamp because, oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. All right, now we're going to get this sailboat. So if you haven't seen this in the new catalog, you need it. It needs to be on your list. It's a little sailboat punch. And I've punched 1,000 of these, and I've learned all the different ways to put it together. And I came up with the quickest way, which is glue dots. So I have a friend, Crystal, who was against glue dots until finally she used some at one of my classes, and she was like, oh my gosh, I love glue dots now. So I do too. They just keep me from making a mess. Okay. So first you're going to stick down this little mast with 2 glue dots, and I'm going to put one on this edge and one on. So every loose piece needs 2 dots. If you do one, then the pieces tend to flip in the breeze. So you're going to stick it down just like so. Okay. And then this little sail is, you're going to put 2 dots on that. It really doesn't matter where you put the dots. You just got to get 2 dots on there. I can't believe that these are still white. Okay, and you're just going to line up this little thing with the mast. That's it. So don't let the punch scare you. It is super easy and quick. And then you're going to take 2 more glue dots and put your sweet little back sail on. This just makes me want to go on a catamaran. Oh my gosh, so fun. All right. Ta-da. That is absolutely all. I guess you could add rhinestones to this, but I just don't think I would. I'll show you some other cards, though, where I did add the rhinestones. I think this card speaks for itself in its glorious wonderfulness. Okay, I hope you like it. And you need to get lots of this paper. I'm already on my 2nd pack, and I've only had it for a month. So this is a card that I made for some swaps that I participated in. And just so you'll know, I'm going to be getting 21 swaps in the mail. So this will not be the last you see of Waves of the Ocean. I won't get them this week, so you'll have to keep on my page and subscribe to my YouTube, as well as come to my Facebook and subscribe to my email, so you'll get to see all those gorgeous Waves of the Ocean swaps. All right, now, if you're on my Pretties team, spoiler alert, these are the cards that we're making at our team gathering. We meet once a month. We have so much fun. And the people that come to the meeting, they only have to pay $5 and they get to make all 4 of these cards. Isn't that a deal? So wonderful. These cards were designed by Rhonda Wade, my genius friend. And I love this paper. See how it's torn? Anywho, gorgeous products. If you're on my team and you haven't registered, register. Better, you'll miss it. All right. Also, I made this swap. It's just a cool little fun fold, and using this cute little pelican. I'm going to call him a crane. I think he's a crane. But it's a distinctive stamp, so it gets really cool. I will give you a tip. When you're stamping the wave, stamp it on paper that's bigger than the layer that you need. Stamp it with the Stamparatus. I may have to make this card on YouTube. Stamp it with the Stamparatus and then trim off the edge, okay? So any little edge that doesn't look good, you can just trim off, okay? But you can see here these cute rhinestones. And I punched out little circles from that foil and put it right down there. It kind of makes me think of bubbles coming out of the ocean. I also designed this card by myself. Apparently, I'm very inspired by ocean themed stamp sets. This is true, but it's probably because I'm getting ready to go on a cruise. Okay, so all of the products in the waves of the ocean. Don't forget to get them all. It's at $79 for the whole deal. They're a while supplies last. You need the stamp set and dies as well as the paper, the foil, and the rhinestones. Get it all. And just stay tuned to my channel for much more Waves of the Ocean to come. Um, I love these. Oh, good news. When you order $50, so this is a special that I'm running while I'm gone. So it's a sail away special, okay? And it lasts longer than usual because I'm going to be gone. So if you put in an order between now, this is the 26th, and the 3rd, the 8th of March, okay, then you will get the Rhinestone Waves Jewels free in the mail from me after I return. Okay, so make sure and get that order in during this time period. And it doesn't have to be Waves of the Ocean, but you should get that. And thanks for joining me. I will be back the following Wednesday after I return. Bye.